Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 Dreamcast review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Power Stone 2, which if you've never played it before, it's, well, it sounds daft to say it's a bit like PlayStation All-Stars meets Smash Bros. And that, because I'm pretty sure this predates both of those. Well, it definitely predates All-Stars, but I don't know if Smash Bros. Came first before this. But it is a party game fighter type thing, and I think it's absolutely awesome. At the start here you've got, well, some simple stuff you can do. Play a two-character versus game, so one-on-one, so basically that makes it Power Stone 1 almost. You can then go into the arcade, which is like the story mode type thing, and you'll go through that and you'll get the characters unlocking sequences. You can go into original, where you can play versus and team battle modes. You can go into adventure, which you find original items, and there's a special item you can get once you receive something like 95% of the game's items. You've then got the item shop where you can mix and buy your items, and to be fair, if I very quickly go into this, just well, I say very quickly, it's taken a little while to load, just to try and show you, although I don't really have any gold at this moment in time. But if I go into buy and sell, then buy. Right, so item stuff. For example, you can buy the gun, bazooka, flamethrower, sword, hammer, item catalogue, meat, shortcake. I mean, who doesn't love meat, you know? Vegetarians and vegans, yes, but even then, who doesn't love a bit of meat? Especially when it's virtual meat. So, it's just one of those things. There's a lot to do on this one, a lot more than the first game, for example, and it's why I think this is actually a much better game, because it gives you a lot to do on the one player, and it gives you a lot more options for the multiplayer too. Multiplayer wise, it is 4-player instead of 2-player. There's game options, which are pretty much your standard stuff, so you can choose the difficulty for the arcade and that. You can choose time limit on or off. You can choose how much damage is dealt. You can choose VM items, which, I'll be honest, I've never really fannied around with the VMs before on this, because mainly, as I said, I think in my last Power Stone review actually, that my VMs always seem to die battery wise, so if it's anything to do with a VM, I just tend to skip it, because I don't I don't ever think that there'll be enough battery in it or something. You can choose to have quick continue on or off. You can choose your button config. There's then also an extra options menu, which you can unlock by beating the game, and every time you beat it you get more options for that, which I honestly don't know how much I've particularly got this moment in time. Extra items is the only one I've actually got around to unlocking. So, just trying to think what else to say. Save and load, that really was it. So, I'll go to the arcade for now. There's a lot more to unlock on this one as well. There's a couple extra characters, there's 3 extra stages, and I've already mentioned that once you get certain items, like once you get 95% of them, you can unlock another special item as well, a crown type thing, and I've mentioned the extra options too. You might notice on this arcade one that it's a lot different to the first one, because like Street Fighter 3 for example, it gives you a choice of where to go. Also, stages on this game are a lot different, they're a lot more expansive than the last one. The last one, it was pretty much static stages, so that you were in one room for the whole game. Whereas in this, you'll go on like pirate ships that fly through the sky, and things keep moving and changing and go to different parts of it. You'll go underground and have boulders chase you like Indiana Jones, and it's either a case of you have to work together to get out of the room alive, or screw each other over to try and be the solo one to survive. The multiplayer as a whole is just amazing because of this. It really does mean that the game can change in an instant from co-op to versus. There's also interactive things, like you might notice straight away I'm in a cannon, so you can get into hazards as well as just throwing items at people. There's still items to pick up and weapons to use and that, and it's pretty much the standard game as the last one. There's still power gems to collect, and well, to be fair, I believe they're actually called Power Stones, hence the name of the game. And it just, everything about it works so much better than the first one. The first one's a good game, it's a great game, but this is a better game. It's absolutely amazing. And the fact that they made it 4-player is just, I mean, that alone would have made it a fantastic sequel, let alone all of the other stuff they did. I know Sega got a reputation for, well, the Dreamcast especially, for doing amazing sequels, but Capcom upped their game in every respect with this, as well as Sega do with their own games. It's just one of those things. I cannot see enough good things about the sequel, about Power Stone 2. if you are wondering, well, basically for reasons to get a Dreamcast and that, this is definitely one of them. It's something that still to this day is amazing to play with 4 people. You've got a hell of a lot to do. 1 player, as I've already mentioned, about 900 times. And it's just one of those things that if you get a Dreamcast, it is well worth trying it. That I really don't think there'll be that many people out there who dislike it. I mean, it would really be the type of people who dislike these games in general. If you are a fan of even one of the following, for example, like Smash Bros games or one of the PlayStation All-Star games, well, I say that there is only currently one. However, I think everyone pretty much expects a sequel. Then it's well worth looking into this. So I suppose all I can do at this moment in time is shut up, let you listen to a little bit of the awesome music. I will mention that graphically I think it's really good, and it manages to keep itself, I don't really know what the right word would be to say, that in amongst all the clutter it's not exactly difficult to find yourself. It is easy to view things, and when you eliminate someone, which you might notice over here, you can actually go over and revive them if you want to, which is just insane for this sort of game. It really is. It's the sort of thing that you can maybe go and revive someone and think, well, maybe they'll now help me out, and only for them to double cross you. But anyway, I did say I was going to shut up for the music, so I'll do that now, and I'll change to another character. So that was a little bit of the music, and I have put adventure mode on just to basically show you, but as you can see there isn't exactly an immediate amazing difference or anything. It's just solely about collecting unique items and that. Gameplay is still the same. I still have to kick the crap out of my opponents and that and collect stuff. Yeah, there's nothing much else I can really say about it. It's just a truly fantastic game. If you've never, as I say, if you've never played the series before, just to reiterate, it's well worth getting probably both of the games, because at least the first one still is great, and it's especially really good for when there's only 2 of you. And it's got a good arcade mode with some good like ending cutscenes and that. But if you are only after one of them, I definitely recommend the second one over the first one. It's just superior in every single way. And again, that's not to say the first one's a bad game. I just really do think this one is just fantastic. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.